Hello survivors, welcome back to the camp office of Mystery Lake in the long dark, and we are entering week number 10 of our series, day number 81 in game. Now let's just put that bow away a second and let's just take a look at our journal, because way back in episode 27 in fact, episode 27 or day 27, we left Mystery Lake and we left Milton and entered Mystery Lake. We said we would not be gone long. We were planning to go and find a hacksaw and something else that I can't remember, and then return to Milton, where we left, well, let's just say we left enough clothing there to stock a charity shop, enough food to stock a corner shop, and enough cured saplings and hides and guts to stock a frontier store. So we need to go back and get it, but before we go back to get it, we need to have another visit to the forge. And if we have a look at the maps, we've still got a lot of mapping to do here in Mystery Lake. We've been all over the map and we've not been mapping, so we'll get a little bit of that done on the way out. However, when we go to Forlorn Muskeg, we've also got a lot of mapping to do, because we've been along the railway in the centre of the map, and we've been all the way round. No, we haven't been all the way round. We came in, went along the railway, came round to the forge, and came out. And I think we did it that way both times. I'm not sure, I can't remember. So we've got a lot of mapping to do in there. Now, if you imagine that the bulk of your screen is occupied by the Forlorn Muskeg map. God, I've forgotten how to English today. We'll be coming in over here at the rail tunnel, and what we're going to do is we're going to do a big loop around the north side of the Muskeg and come into the forge, and then we're going to come around the forge up to about this point here, around the Muskeg to about this point here, and then we're going to go out into Milton Basin and back into Milton. We may even dive through the tunnel here and go on to Broken Railroad, which it looks like we have been to, so we might not actually need to go to. Might just pop through the tunnel and do a quick map and come back out, just to add a little bit more to that map. So in this episode, the very first job to do is to get ourselves prepared for doing that epic trek. Now, we've got a mass of metal there, but we've got no coal. We have got 10 birch saplings here that are all cured, which is roughly the same number that we've got in Milton, but we've also got a load of bows in Milton. Now, first things first, check the condition of these hunting knives. 84%, 77%, and the one that we're carrying is 84%. Same as the best condition one there. The whetstone has only got 40% on it, which is the same as the one in Milton. Our hacksaw is at 80%. It could do with a repair, so if we quickly do that, in order to do that we need to grab a piece of this metal and the quality tools. Right, so we've got the red tools, we've got the metal, we've got the hacksaw, so we go into inventory and we repair it. Now our hacksaw's back to 100%, so we can then drop the red toolkit because we don't need it. what we can do is we can go into our journal. Did we leave ourselves a note? No. I was hoping we'd left ourselves a note to say what we had left at the forge. So we're going to have to hope that we've got toolkits there to repair the axe and to repair the hacksaw. We shouldn't need to use the hacksaw a lot though. Right. How is our pry bar's at 97? That's fine. We can take it at that. So our four main tools, the hacksaw, the hatchet, the hunting knife and the pry bar, are all in good condition. We got 2 cans with us for making water on the route. We've got 10 arrows, but this one's in pretty poor condition. Our bow is not in the best of shape, but we don't have any more maple saplings. We're going to have to collect some of them. We've got 2 flares with us. We've got a flare gun with 2 shells. Now that's a thing because I know that we've got 4 shells in Milton, which we want to be picking up. We've got plenty of fishing kits for sewing. Our can opener's in decent shape. We need to pick up some more charcoal. We could do with repairing our bedroll before we move out. We've got 3 bits of leather, 6 bits of cloth. We need more cloth really, because we need 5 for making a snow shelter in an emergency, plus we need several bits for repairing clothes if we have a wrestle with a wild animal. Our clothes themselves, well, they're pretty much okay. We're still wearing the same 2 sweaters that we had when we left Milton. We've not really found any clothes that improve on these. That's a little bit of a worry. I'm thinking we're going to have to go to Coastal Highway at some point to find better sweaters. Our medicines, how are we doing? Right, we got a bottle of antiseptic, full bottle of antiseptic. We've got 2 old man's beard patches. We've got 6 painkillers, 2 rosehip teas and 2 sets of rosehips. That's a little bit low, but we may be able to stock up on them as we go around the Muskeg. We've got 6 antibiotics, 3 sets of reishi and 2 teas, which is okay. We've got 1 stim, we've got 5 bandages, so we'll check the filing cabinet in a minute. A little bit low on matches, but we do have the fire striker and the magnifying glass. So we're quite light at the moment. We've got to pick up metal to take with us. We're not taking the lanterns or any of the cans. Let's check the cupboard, see what the cupboard says. Well, I think what we'll have to do is we'll swap out that fire striker for the good one. That'll save us having to take these matches with us, but we are low on matches, and I know that we left a mountain of matches in Milton, which is a reason for going back there. Right, manufactured medicines. Right, now we can do something here. We're not really going to need a huge amount of antibiotics with us, especially with all the reishi teas that we're going to be able to pick up along the way. Maybe an advantage to taking a second stim pen with us, and there'll almost certainly be an advantage to taking those painkillers with us. I'd like to take more bandages, but I'm only going to take 1. Right. Craftables. We've got any amount here. Right. I'm going to take... I'm going to take 1 more. Yeah, take 1 more of those. That gives us 8 applications total, and we'll pick up a lot more of this as we go around. These, because we're not taking an extra bottle of antibiotics, I'm going to take another 3 of those, even though we'll pick a lot of them up, but we'll be using them to make hot drinks to warm us up. Just in case we can't get any more rose hips, I'm going to take another set of those. And I could eat anything right now. Down here we've got 10 cloth. That's about it. Apart from the curtains that are in the lodge, in the camp office. However, what I am going to do, these 3 torches that we've got are pretty poor condition, pretty low condition. So I'll put them in the cupboard, and we'll take the 3 highest ones from here. And we've got 2 flares. I'm going to take a third. That's 25.87 kilos. I want to carry more charcoal because we're going to be doing a lot of mapping. We don't want any of the skins or guts. We need to check our water, how we're doing for water. 0.75 litres. Right, so we will be taking some more water with us. Let's just go see what our food store is like upstairs. I'm going to leave all of these clothes here, all of these boots and everything. The spare bedroll, it's at 86%. It'll be fine, ready for us coming back. We've got all these sewing kits, but we don't need them because we got so many fishing kits. I'm not going to be taking the rifle. We've got 5 rounds of ammunition. Not sure how many rounds are in there at 0.08. Let's just pick it up properly a moment. We've got 4 rounds in it, so there's 9 rounds of ammunition here. I will probably regret not taking the rifle at some point, but I'm going to rely on the bow, and because the bow's in such a low condition, I'm going to take that one as well.
Like almost anything about now.
Right, foods. We're going to need quite a bit of marching foods. We're going to be gone for a while, so I'm going to take anything that's below 60%. Take that soda. Crackers I'm going to leave here. I would normally take the crackers. That coffee's... well... I'm going to take all of that coffee. Leave these 2 here. That's below 60%. We'll take that. That's at 60%. We've got pork and beans that we can heat up for hot food. We've got lots of drinks that we can heat up for hot food. So that'll take care of that. We don't need to take another can opener. We take the water from downstairs, not up here. Although, hang on. That's non-potable, that's non-potable. Rats. Okay, what weight are cans? 0.15 kilos. Okay. I was going to say maybe we should take some cans with us, but nah. Yeah, we don't have any extra sweaters in here apart from that one. got spare socks? Yes, we've got spare socks. We've got a spare hat. We don't, and we've got our blue mitts as spare gloves. So we've never changed our clothes really from what we had at Milton. Yeah, strange. Right. I think for the weight value I'll take... No, I'll not. Because it causes problems with choosing what you're going to do your sewing with. We probably need to take a book. We'll leave them there. We'll take the one off the shelf. Yeah, I'm being a dither. I know. Indecisive. And we're not taking any of them. We will be coming back here. Alright, got lots of... We've got 6 wolf pelts, 6 deer pelts and a bear pelt here. We have got all of the guts that you could ever want. Oh, there's another 2 deer pelts there. We've got 5 guts there, but we've got a mountain of guts here. Right. So that's us ready to go, I believe, apart from picking up the metal and the water and the food. So, pick that one up first. Let him drink his fill. Check his calories. He's on the floor, so we'll eat a good wallop of meat from outside. I'm not taking a lantern. Again, I've got a feeling that might turn around and bite me, and that I might need that at some point. But we'll see. Right, so we want to take a lot of this metal with us. How much are we carrying right now? 28.39. We're getting heavy, you see. Already we're getting heavy. Now 10 pieces will let us make, I believe that's 20 arrowheads. Yeah, that'll let us make 20 arrowheads. We don't need to make improvised knives and hatchets. We've got plenty of them lying around, but arrowheads we do need to make. Let's just check this drawer, see if we've got any completed arrows. We don't. We've got 20 arrowheads in here that we can leave here, which with the cured birch and the 3 arrow shafts there and the feathers will be fine. 5 fishing kits is more than enough for any repairs that we're going to do before we get to Milton. Total weight is currently 30.39. We need to carry meat as well. I'm going to take another 2 metal with us. And we'll get some metal at Milton. At the forge, sorry. Coal is going to be a problem. Right, this is venison. Venison is the better marching food. I'm going to take the half kilos.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
I'm going to eat that one. I'm going to eat that one. And then we're going to take those 2 as well. And we're actually... It's almost sunset. I was wanting to make this a leisurely march. Damn it. I think what we may have to do is just drop that meat again. Go back or stand out here, do some reading. Get a night's sleep and then set out first thing in the morning. So, if we do that, drop all that meat. That's what we're taking with us. So we're not out the wind here. Are we out the wind here? Yes, we are. Right. Let's get that book read. We'll get a night's sleep and then we'll set out in the morning. We've got 16 of 25 hours done. We've just fed and watered. I'm just going to push 4 hours research straight through on this. There we are. He's not really tired enough to sleep, but we'll go for it. However, what conditions is clothing in? Is he getting wet? No, he's not getting wet. If we can get another hour on this, we'll do it. Watching his temperature. It's now starting to drop rapidly. Right, his temperature started dropping very rapidly there. Now, get up to bed if we can find some windows to look at. We can't. It really is pitch black. We're gonna have to light a match just to find the lanterns.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
There's the bed there. He needs a drink. He's not tired to sleep right through till the sunrise. So what we'll do is we'll pass time for 2 hours. And then we'll sleep. Put in an 8 hour. Oh, hydrate him again first. We're into day 82. Looks like we've not made sunrise. You can sleep for another hour. Do it. Sleep for another hour. There we go. Right. Take that lantern back downstairs. All we need to do is grab water and that food, and then we're on our way.
Too heavy.
Okay, oh, grab water. Just check how much have we got. We've got 1/3 of a litre. And we need a good drink, so take the first two.
Might have to drop some gear.
Take a drink. How much does that leave us with? 1.85. That's going to have to do us. Total inventory weight now 35.51. We could probably take another kilo of meat with us. Gives us a fairly strong single bar scent though, so we're just going to have to be careful. We've got to watch out for these wolves, because they will troll us. And I need to pick up some sticks as we go around as well, because some parts of the Muskeg there's not many. At least if we've got a few on us that we take from here. Right, one of the things I want to do, I want to get this railway line mapped, so we didn't bring enough charcoal with us. We should have collected it.
Anything right about now.
Right, that's the railway line mapped right up to the tunnel. And he is hungry. That's the miner piece, so we've got to go into here to get it. Put that kilo into him. While we're in here, we'll just take a sip of water. Be highly dangerous for him to eat that piece right now. Now I'm hoping that at some point we left a fire in the tunnel or on the other side of it. No, we didn't. Oh well. Such is life. Did we leave a fire here? I'm sure we had a fire here at some point. It's gone. Right. It's getting to late morning. We need to start making a few tracks. We could go up to the poacher's encampment at the derailment, get charcoal there. That's going to put us in the wrong direction. That gives us the start of mapping up here. Now it looks like we've had the cattails out of that pond. And if I'm not continuously narrating in this, remember this is being recorded live as I play the run through, and I am watching and listening for wildlife at the same time as playing and trying to narrate. So I'm sorry if there is occasional patches where I just don't say anything. It's usually because I've heard something in my headphones that may not come up on the video, and it's made me a little bit wary of what's going on. So we'll just grab these couple of cattails. Cattails are great when you're on a march. They're light, they don't decay, and they're a good solid 150 calories per plant. This is the bit where it gets dangerous, because we're coming up onto the edge of a crossover between a bear path and a wolf path, and it's very possible that we could end up sandwiched between them. Now there's sticks over there that I want. There's sticks on the other side of here that I want. Also some saplings there that I want. What was that just flew past my vision? No. Don't want to use the axe, because the axe is for fighting. Go back, pick up the axe. And this is what I was saying while we were in the camp office about the Muskeg being rich in resources, and we can pick up all the reishi that we want while we traverse it. Another pair here. There's a load of old man's beard just over there, but I don't really want to head across there. That would very likely put us right in the bear's line of sight wherever he is. And I don't see him at the moment, which is kind of worrying. Now there is more cattails down. There's the wolf, look. Oh, you... He totally ignored the bait. He completely ignored the bait. Right, first thing we got to do, we got a blood loss. Got to get a bandage on it. Antiseptic's not showing up in the medicines. I want to use this first. And this is why I brought the second bottle of painkillers. That should give us no afflictions. Right, now we got an arrow down by that tree to pick up. He's gone away up there to die. I'm not chasing him up there. You've got to be a little bit careful on this ice because you do get thin ice. And you can fall through it, get soaked through, get all your clothes soaked, and succumb to hypothermia very quickly. The narrow little stretches like this are usually safe. Something was stopping us moving there. Don't know what it was. Right. What we really need now is firewoods. There's a cave not too far around here that I'm heading for, where we should be able to find coal for taking to the forge. And that, to me, up there, that looks like maple saplings. I can't remember if the cave is up here. It might be up here, because look, there's, yeah, there's Reishi and Old Man's Beard up here. So I'm going to take these three and I'll leave those two because they're a good landmark.
Feels like a lot of gear.
Now before we go to the cave, I want to get more wood. And I want to get those two saplings, wherever they were. But we've got to be careful again, because this is about... There they are, all the way up there, look. And I want to get them while the weather's clear. because when the weather closes in we wouldn't be able to see them. Struggling against that wind again. I'm going to drop the axe. It's risky, but
It's starting to weigh me down.
I don't want to use the axe for cutting saplings. Now we passed some fir wood here. I'm going to really overload him. Because we're going to spend the night in that cave over there.
All I can think about is food.
And because we're spending a night out in the Muskeg like this, we're going to need a lot of firewood. There's a cedar there. And already our hacksaw is starting to suffer.
Something to eat.
Yeah, you'll get that in a minute once we get inside the cave. The reason I'm going to spend the night in this cave is because there's usually a lot of coal in this cave that I want to harvest. You sometimes find loot in here as well. And we're reasonably close to the northern edge of the Bear's patrol path, so we do not want to spend the night in here without fire. And as you can see, there's the coal. There's 3 pieces there. We are now so heavily loaded that we can barely move. And we're going to go down into this alcove here. We'll set our fire there. What time is it? Yeah, it's time we had the fire down. So we'll have our fire down there. We'll use the tinder. Start it with a stick. Come on, fire. Burn, burn, burn. And I'm not sure that we do have enough wood to last us through the night. We'll have to hope so. There we go. There's a good fire. Right. Sticks. We've got 40 sticks on us. Take it all the way down to 15. That gives us 4 hours of fire. And we'll throw all the decent wood on it later. Let's get our sleeping bag laid down. It should fit in there.
I need to find something to drink.
Right, time to eat and drink. Just check. yeah, he's empty on everything, so we'll put that kilo into him. And he's probably going to be quite low on water by the time he's had that drink. Down to 1 litre. So we'll get another litre made. And what we'll do is we can't get the book out until that water's made, so we'll just pass time to get the water cooked. And in fact we're going to make a 2nd litre again. Pass time until that's cooked. Pick the tins up so we don't forget them. Still got two hours something on the fire, and it's still daylight outside. We could have made good progress towards the next couple of locations, except that we were seriously weighed down. That was my fault. I miscalculated there. I didn't expect it still to be light, especially when you look at the clock. Never mind. Let's have the book out. We've got 4 hours left to go. How much time have we got on the fire? 2 hours 38. Let's get 2 hours onto the book. We need to pile up the campfire. So we'll put all 3 cedar on. And then can't put any more wood on the fire. We've got 12 hours sitting on the fire right now, so let's have another 2 hours on the book. That takes us up to midnight. We can now burn that book when we need to, because we've finished the research on it. We've got 9 hours 44 on the fire. And just by it,
I think I need to lay down.
That's going to take us through to 9 AM easily. So the meat is not showing on here. It's got 337 calories in him. We'll eat 1.5 kilos. That puts 815 into him. We'll eat 2 of the cattails, which will just bring him up to around about 1100 calories, which is probably double what he needs to get through the night. And then a drink. Just to be on the safe side, I'm going to add 1 more piece of fur to there. And then we're going to sleep for 10 hours. 9 hours, I think, to recover condition. Well, we wake up, it is daylight outside, and it's not sunrise. So we've got
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
40 kilos. He's back at 100%. He's not fully rested though. So we'll put a bit of meat inside him. Half kilo should do. Drink is fill. Brings him down to 39.23 kilos. I hate to waste a fire, but there's nothing else we can do. We've finished that book. Research already completed. What we'll do is we'll just stand here for a minute, and then I'm going to end the video there and pick it up again tomorrow. So thank you very much for watching. As always, please check the video description. You'll find links to my Discord, Facebook, Patreon, Twitter, Twitch, Reddit and all the other channels there, as well as my loot store, and a link where you can help registered charities in your country if you decide to buy a copy of The Long Dark via Humble Bundle. I'll see you in tomorrow's episode as we continue on round the north side of the Muskeg, going from safe point to safe point, trying to collect coal and metal for when we get to the forge so that we can get the maximum amount of forging done. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave comments and ask any questions in the comment section below. I'll see you in the next episode. Have a good day and bye for now.